Hey everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Right, the video today is on this 2011 Vauxhall or Opel Insignia, depends where you are in the world, with the CDTI engine. I'm not sure if this is the 2-liter, I guess it's going to be the 2-liter CDTI or maybe the 1.9, I'm not sure guys. Should have checked that before, but we'll get that to that in a second. So, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Before we actually check what is wrong with this, I just want to go while I have some daylight, because it's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark in a minute. I just want to go over the engine to do a quick visual inspection because I was told that this car already had some parts tried to fix this problem. So I'll explain to you everything in a second, but let's just gonna go with the engine, see if there's anything we can see that raises any concerns or whatever. Okay, first glance, nothing really like suspicious. Can't see nothing out of the ordinary other than this tape here, so someone has been obviously doing something here. Okay, but nothing down there as well. There's tape all the way to the bottom. Where is this? Why is this? Interesting. Okay. There's all this tape going down there. These cables obviously are not routed properly by the looks of it, maybe. Anyway, engine cover is broken. Let's see if I can pull this out. Okay, what do we have here? We have indeed what it looks like new glow plugs. They really look new, but maybe I'm wrong. Injectors haven't been touched, or it doesn't look like. Looks everything the same. Okay. This pressure sensor here mine looks different. Maybe no. Okay. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Okay, other than the glow plugs, it looks like everything is pretty much the same by the looks of it. So let's not gonna, this is not in place here, it should be down there. Okay, so let's just start the car, see what we have, and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, so do I need to press that? Okay. Oil pressure low. Oil pressure low. Let's do this again. Yeah, okay. No, he didn't come back again. Unless was doing that cranking phase, but that's weird. Okay, we have an engine light, so hopefully we'll have something to work with. He said to me he was saying service soon. Unless it's on that screen. Forgot about that. Ice in there. Okay. Now it just says bonnet open. Unless we need to drive it for the message to come up. Let me close the bonnet. Nope, bonnet closed. No difference. Strange. Okay, let's not gonna waste much time. As I said, we have an engine light, so we have something to work with. So let's gonna give it a scan and see what we have. All right, there we go. Now we do have a service light, but I've never seen this before. It never mentioned nothing about ESP lights, but at the same time we had the auto scan in the car, so not 100% sure if that's gonna be related. I might have to ring the guy and ask him. It might be because we started to scan the car, because it was really literally when the car will start being scanned. So not really sure. Not really sure. He never mentioned about this. He just mentioned about service required. That's all he said to me. Right, so let's let it to finish the scan. No, the scan. This first. There we go. So trailer hitch, I think he's not there. Okay, and once the Maxi-C is landed on this screen, I've turned the engine off, turned it back on, and everything is gone. So I don't know what's going on here, but I think it might was because of that scan. But we'll have a better look now. So let's gonna go just to control unit. I'm not gonna waste much time. I'm gonna go quickly to the electronic brake control. So there we go. So the lights for that, oh no, but now we went off. So everything came on and then went off again. So that's okay. Let's see what it says just quickly. So everything is history. So everything is history. So yeah, everything is history. So okay, so I'm gonna guess was the scan. We'll clear these DTCs. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously we had all that chime and all the lights coming on as the module kind of reset itself. So let's gonna go to my engine and see what my engine wants. That's the okay, moment of the truth. Fuel rail, pressure sensor. So everything is history. Exhaust gas, temperature sensor circuit, CAN bus, communication malfunction. So I'm gonna guess this is the one that caused the fault, because I have a feeling that that sensor in there is a new sensor. So if they put a new sensor, let's gonna do one thing here quickly. Okay, so engine light is on, and that's what he meant. There we go. Service vehicle soon. So I've cleared the codes. Engine light went off, that came on, but now we still have this, okay? But it says sensor 2, so how many sensors do we have? So let's gonna look at live data. Now makes more sense. We need that, perhaps. Will we have temperature sensors here? Okay, so we have that one is stuck on 5 volts. So that one is really minus 40. Temperature 1. So I'm gonna have to see how many temperature sensors we have, and I'm gonna have to try to figure out. So it shows me the voltage and the temperature for sensor 1. But then sensor 2 shows me only the voltage, unless it's further down in the list. And no, it's not. Let me look at some other place for the live data, see if I can find engine data. It's not going to be here for sure. It is C exhaust. So here it shows me both the voltage. So obviously number one is showing some voltage, but it's stuck at minus 40. It's definitely no minus 40 outside. And that one is stuck at 5 volts. Okay, there's other values here that according to the Maxi sees, I don't think this is right. The fuel rate pressure sensor 240 bars, megapascals, 240 bars. Definitely that would be too low. That would be probably to start the car. The 330 bars, that's about right. So don't know why it's showing red. And here I'm not sure, because with that fault, will the car go into limp mode? Perhaps, I'm not sure. So I'm not worried about this for now. Okay, we have a starting point there. I would like to see that actually, and maybe on EGR data perhaps. Really it shows me here. Intake temperature, no. DPF over temperature. Maximum DPF inlet when DPF. So that's going to be the when over temperature. Okay, so that's going to be the sensor 1 that is really minus 40, which is the inlet. It's going to be the one, I think, the one that is brand new. But DPF inlet, so again the same thing here. Okay, engine cooling and HVAC. It's not going to be nothing here for sure. Yeah, wasting a little bit of time here now. System voltage. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's gonna open that bonnet again and start to do some checks. But first I want to understand exactly how many sensors is installed on this thing, where they are, etc, etc. Okay, so as we looked earlier, this is going to be the sensor number 1, I guess, because I can't see any other sensors around here, unless there's sensors behind this cover, but I don't think there is. I don't think there is, so I think it's going to be this one here. It's going to be number 1, which is the one before the DPF. The DPF is then at the bottom, I believe it is, and then I guess it's going to be another sensor somewhere at the back after the DPF. So obviously I think this is going to be catalytic converter here, and then DPF perhaps, because you have the O2 sensor here, the upstream. So yeah, but the sensor, one of the sensors, this one that I said, it looks like new-ish. It doesn't look to me like being, it looks new. So we're going to do a quick test to have a better understanding of what's going on, because, well, I think you guys know exactly what we're going to do. If you don't, I will quickly show you, but I'm sure you guys know exactly what we're going to do. Let me put the camera like that. So I'm going to just get these two, do it like this, show selector, that's it, that's all we need. Fortunately you can see properly, so what we're going to do is, I think you guys can imagine what we're going to do. So crap. Hold on, because I'm trying to figure out how this tab works here. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, let's gonna look at those sensors. That's really strange, because unplugging the sensor made literally no difference, which is really strange. Really strange. Right, so nothing changed with this temperature sensor unplugged, and I'm pretty sure this is a temperature sensor. Let me just do another quick test. Okay, so what we're going to do quickly, although I don't even know why I'm going to do this, because if it's showing 0.2 volts and I unplugged it, that should go to bias voltage 5 volts, I think. But let me short these two wires, the plug that goes into the engine, and that, nah, nothing happens. Okay, so now I've shorted the plug, so we should see a reading of 5 volts in there, and as you can see, we're still reading 0.12 volts, and this is me assuming that this is exhaust temperature sensor number 1. So at this moment in time, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Right. Right. Let me think what we're going to do next. Okay, so it's getting dark, but for today I'm going to wrap up this for today. So I've searched properly underneath the car. I got the tray, I got the under tray on the floor. As you can see there, I got the counter ramps. There is no other sensor, so this particular model only has one sensor. So I don't know why the Opel is labeling that as sensor 1, as sensor 2, when it is only one sensor, unless this is supposed to have, the ones with 2 sensors will have another sensor further up. Don't know if that's what it is, never really paid attention looking into these cars, but there's no other sensors further back. So you have this O2, you have that one temperature sensor, and after that there's nothing else. You just have the pressure sensor, which there's a pipe for the DPF, which is a pipe that comes there. This is a single pipe DPF sensor. So some sensors, they have actually 2 pipes to measure the difference before and after. This particular one just has 1, so I guess it only measures the back pressure of the, so the sensor is actually right there at the back. This sensor here, okay, is this sensor here, and there's only 1 pipe connecting to it. I'm not going to be able to show you because it's kind of holding in there, but so I guess that's the sensor we need to work with, that one sensor. Now, because when I short the wires coming into the ECU, nothing really changed. What I want to do is, and because of all of this, I just want to measure and make sure we have continuity from this plug all the way to the ECU, and then we'll go from there. But I think I might do those measurements today, but I don't know if I'm going to record it because it's getting dark, and well, it is what it is. So I might just see how far I can get today, and then tomorrow I'll just recap everything with you guys, and we'll move from there. Okay guys, and I was really not to finish this today, but I was so excited that I found the issue that I'm gonna do it. So I put a light in there so we have a little bit of better light. I think I found the issue. So what I was doing here, guys, was I was measuring the plug that was plugged into the temperature sensor, and that should come to my B plug, which is the 60 pin plugs. We have 2 plugs on this ECU, one with 94 pins, one with 60. Now I unplugged this, and I was looking for pin 37 and pin 55. Okay, that's the pins where that sensor should go, according to my diagrams. Also, according to my diagrams, I should have only 1 temperature sensor, which matches what I seen on the car, which is good. But anyway, looking here, I had no continuity from this plug to here whatsoever, and I thought that's impossible. Both wires broken. And then I don't know why, I've looked right there underneath. There is, let me see if I can get some more light. You see this valve here, this solenoid? Let me see if I can show you this slightly different. There's a solenoid. Oh, I'm going to show you this right here at the back. This solenoid here. Okay. I'm not sure what this solenoid controls. Don't know if it's the. Let me see. I think it's something to do with the what? I don't know. Maybe the EGR, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure what this goes to. But anyway, I pulled the thing out, which is this one here. As you can see, it's a different plug. I don't know if you can see it. This was the one that was plugged to the temperature sensor. This is the other one. And I just, obviously this here was unplugged, so I've just tried to plug this in into this sensor, and it plugged in straight away. Then I thought, let me measure it. So as soon as I measure this, I have continuity on my 2 pins, and I will just show you exactly that. So I'm going to show you just that. With my new screen, you can see all the numbers. Right, so this, I don't know if you're going to be able to see on the camera. Yes, you can. So this is the plug with this blue terminal, with this blue sort of cap. The one that was plugged into the sensor. I hope I showed you that in the back, at the back of the video. Was this one here, okay? Now I'm going to show you here. I can't remember now which pin is which. And I'm going to have to check, because after scanning the car and being here messing around, I've scanned the car at one point, and hopefully I don't think I've deleted the faults. It's going to still there. There's some faults for the EGR, so it might be that that thing in there is actually what activates the EGR. So if we go to B plug, I don't know which one is that one. Let me see if it's the pin 55. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's the other one. So if I move this to the other one, I should have, there we go, bang on. Now the other one is going to be 37. While we are at it, it's going to check. So that's going to be 31, 32, 34, no, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Oh, spot on. So I don't know for how long this has been like this, but someone swapped these plugs around. So let's gonna swap these again, put them in the right place. So I presume the black one is gonna plug into that valve, but I would like to get these wires inside there, and if I could tape them, a bit of tape around there maybe to look slightly better. Yeah, I might put a bit of tape in there. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. A little bit of tape, and it looks slightly better. So let's gonna see now if this black one, the one that was into the temperature sensor, if it plugs okay. Let me just get these wires in there. If it plugs okay on this valve. Now it's the other way around. Oh, it's a bit fiddly around here. Come on. Go. There. You plug. Or you don't. Spot on. And it plugged in straight away. Let's push the pin in. Go. And now we're gonna get this temperature sensor connected into this one. Okay. There he is. So let's gonna put the ECU. Okay, let's gonna put the ECU back in. In here that it holds. Go. Okay, so now I'm gonna put these back on. Right, so the reason why I took this cover off was because I was just trying to see if I could see anything, sensors at the back. I don't remember ever seeing anything on one of these, but you know, it's better safe than sorry. So that's the reason. I just want to double check where that solenoid, that vacuum solenoid is going, because I'm interested to see what that controls, because obviously whatever that controls was not being controlled, and I'm surprised there was nothing there. What was there on the ECU? I can't remember the other code now. I can't remember now, but the second time I scan the car, I have a scan in there that's going to show you. There is some codes for a EGR something. I think it is. Okay, let's put it in. Okay, that's it. Now it's just one bolt, one nut. Okay, so I'm just going to double check where that connects, that thingy, and I'll let you know. Okay, I might be wrong, but that goes to a valve that looks like is underneath there for the water. Don't know if that's for the EGR cooler, maybe. It's a little bit difficult to see. I'm not too worried for now. So everything's connected. Now, yeah, we're going to have to do this now with no light, but it is what it is. I'm going to get them inside the car. It's going to give you a scan, look at that live data, see if we have the temperature now, and go from there. Okay guys, and I do apologize for doing videos like this when it's dark. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back. I want to see the trouble codes again. We're going to have trouble codes for injectors, etc., because I had that unplugged. Now it just says exhaust gas. Have I unplugged anything else? I don't think I have. Ah, but there we go. Look, exhaust gas recirculation, EGR cooler bypass. I think that's the one in there. Okay, so let's just go back. Oh no, sorry. Let's gonna clear these codes first. Clear DTCs. Yes. Okay. Now, one thing I'm gonna do quickly is I think there is an option for, oh come on, what have I done? I think there is an option for that on these cars, so we're going to do it, which is special functions. There we go, exhaust gas temperature sensor learn. Okay, obviously this has been connected in the wrong place, so turn ignition off. We're going to do this just to make sure. And I just hope that the 12 volts that the ECU has been pulsing into that temperature sensor hasn't damaged the temperature sensor. That's another thing there now that we need to bear in mind. Why did he stop? He wants ignition on, maybe? Yeah. Okay, performed successfully. Okay, so now I'm going to cycle the ignition. Sorry about the shadow and the glare. It's running with no lights. Let's see. Yeah, it's running with no lights. Now the moment of the truth is gonna be my live data. Let's see what we have. Work, please. Yes. Boom. There we go. 38 degrees. That's absolutely spot on. Sensor 2. This is just what the ECU is seeing as a bias voltage, because sensor 2 is not even installed. But look, it's going up straight away. That's it. This is fixed. And just a couple notes before I wrap up this video. One, I've checked the engine oil level. There's plenty of oil in there. It could have been just, I don't know why it happened, but it never happened again, so not bother with that. As for the problem with the car, again, pay attention to detail, guys, especially whoever been touching that area and plugged things wrong. But even worse, that plugged things wrong and deliver the car like this, which is a little bit whatever happened, or maybe it was the owner. I don't know if it was the owner, perhaps. I was not given any background. All I was told was that he had glow plugs replaced, and the sensor, by the way, I've double checked the sensor. The sensor is actually, or at least the molding on the plastic plug is from 2011, which is the year of the car. So unless it's an old stock brand new sensor, I would say is the original sensor. Perhaps, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, the main thing here, guys, is pay attention to details when you work on cars. Make sure you plug everything in the right way. A little bit of a, I'm not going to say a little bit of a bad design that you have all these plugs here, or you have two plugs here in the same place with pretty much the same cable length, and they both plug into different places. That should be, it should have a different design. Should have a key that one plug into the other one. But Vauxhall design it like this is what it is. And that's it, guys. With no further ado, I really hope you enjoyed the video. In the end, something rather simple. Diagrams helped a lot, which started to trigger a lot of alarm bells when I couldn't find the sensor in the correct pins. That's it. So with no further ado, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's some information here you guys can find useful. If you do have any questions, any comments, you know exactly how it works, put them below. And like always, thank you for watching. And I'm going in because it's absolutely freezing.